Thank you very much for the opportunity to welcome you to the workshop event today. I'm going to explain you a little bit about what is SDC. I'm senior researcher at the Technical University of Denmark, the Department of Wind Energy, and for almost 10 years, I have been involved in the Sino-Danish Center for Education and Research. And my Chinese partner, Professor Gang Chao Shen, he sends his greetings to all of you. Unfortunately, he cannot attend this PhD workshop, but he will be part of the conference tomorrow and Sunday. He's busy with graduations at the University of Chinese Academy of Sciences in Beijing. So I will tell you about three things: why, climate change and our common future; the what, something about SDC cooperation; and how, more in detail about our sustainable energy systems work. So climate change is accelerating, as illustrated by these stripes. I do not know if you have seen it before, but the color scale represents the change in global temperature covering 1.35 degrees from 1850 to 2019. The blue stripes illustrate the cooler years and the red stripes, the warmer years. And as you can see, when we come towards 2010, it gets warmer and warmer and warmer. And this temperature increase will really accelerate if we do not do anything. So we have just one world, and we share a common future. No country alone can combat climate change. And in 2015, the world agreed on the Paris Accord in order to keep global temperature increase well below 2 degrees. Also, in 2015, Mission Innovation was launched to accelerate clean energy innovation with China and Denmark among the founding countries. And in the bottom, you can see that I have also inserted a picture from the Global Climate Summit on the Earth Day on the 22nd of April this year, when President Biden, once again back in the Paris Agreement, invited 40 global leaders to discuss what to do to combat climate change. And China and Denmark were, of course, also invited. Perhaps it was a little bit strange with Denmark, such a small country, but China is the largest CO2 emitter in the world. So, of course, they have much to say in what to do to combat climate change. Both China and Denmark have ambitious targets and policies for decarbonizing our economies. China will have a CO2 emission peak and reduction in carbon intensity of 60 to 65% by 2030 compared to 2005, and a carbon neutral energy system by 2060. And Denmark will be independent of fossil fuels by 2050. We will reduce our CO2 emission by 70% in 2030. This is a challenge compared to 1990 and have a 100% renewable electricity system by 2030. So in order to reach these targets, we need new energy technologies, we need research, and we need international collaboration. So here we think that SDC has an important role to play. It was born in 2010, where our leaders came together in the Great Hall in Beijing to sign the partnership agreement. At that time, leaders were different, but I think that it has proven as a very strong partnership over the years. SDC is namely a platform for addressing global grand challenges, and we address most of the sustainable development goals: climate, energy, health, water, gender, quality, and also partnership. And the partnership, the SDC platform, rests on long-term diplomatic relations between Denmark and China, going back to 1950. So actually, Denmark was among the first countries to recognize the Republic of China. And our platform also have all the benefits of intercultural collaboration and programs. And we have a strong science collaboration for the common future, and it builds on curiosity, respect, and friendship. So we think that we have the best of the two worlds. And science really has no border, and scientists all over the world have always worked together, just like, as you can see, the Danish physicist Niels Bohr, Nobel Prize winner. He visited his peer at the Physical Institute back in 1937. So irrespective of being a Chinese or a Danish scientist, scientists share the same norms. We call them the Kudos norms. So it stands for communism, meaning that all scientists should have equal access to scientific goods, and there should be a sense of common ownership in order to promote collective collaboration. It's also about universalism, meaning that all scientists can contribute to science regardless of race, nationality, culture, or gender. It's also about disinterestedness, meaning that scientists act for the benefit of common scientific society rather than for a personal gain. And lastly, organized skepticism is about the scientific claim must be exposed to critical scrutiny before being accepted. And I'm sure that during the workshop today, you will all be scrutinized by your peers in order to deliver high quality, excellent scientific results. So this was where we should have met. The house of the Danish Industry Foundation is the home for the SDC collaboration, and it's located in the Yanqilu campus of University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, very close to the Great Wall. So it's fantastic view when the weather is shining, just as you can see in the picture. So we have different research area at SDC. We think, of course, that sustainable energy is the most important of all, but our colleagues are engaged in life sciences, in water and environment, in nanoscience, in social science, and in food. In these areas where both China and Denmark think that we should do something very good together. So we also have master programs, and more than 800 students have been enrolled over the years. They are building on or benefit from the research undertaken, and the master program within the sustainable energy is a very specialized master program called Chemical and Biochemical Engineering. We do hope that we, in a few years' time, can offer a more comprehensive energy system master program, but it takes a while. It's a 2-year program, although in China, master programs are 3 years. But here in the SDC context, it's 2 years, and the students will get a double degree. They will have the UCAS degree, and they will have a degree from the Danish university. And they are taught these 2 years in Beijing, in this beautiful building, or in the labs in some of the CAS centers in downtown Beijing. So over the years, we have found that energy is so broad, it covers from fusion to bioenergy to solar energy to wind energy to energy informatics. So we thought it was time to really give it a brush up, to prioritize what we think is very important for accelerating the clean energy future. So we had discussions, and we came together at a kickoff event in Beijing in April 2019 in order to agree on the roadmap towards our collaboration. And here we are in the building, and I'm in front with my counterpartner, and Bo is right behind me. So this was a great event, and the following day we had some technical visits to the Science City in Beijing. We do think it's very important to come out and see something of what's going on in demonstration projects in our countries. So our vision for this program is that we want to achieve international excellence in research and education in sustainable energy systems. We also want to establish and sustain a dynamic and ambitious research and education program, and we want to be attractive partners for international research collaboration. It's important to collaborate between Denmark and China, but it's equally important that this collaboration also is attractive for researchers and PhD students from around the world. And then we also want to deliver high quality candidates to the energy sector. So we have 4 priorities in this program: energy system analysis, markets and policy, smart energy systems, flexibility options, and digitalization. And I think digitalization is perhaps closest to energy informatics, although there's also something with market and policy, and sure, and some of your papers will also address that. So digitalization, more in detail, it's about data-driven method for sustainable energy systems and operation. It's energy data analytics, so application of statistics and machine learning. I can't see it here. To time series energy data to create information and knowledge from data, including energy consumer and behavior. It's about demand forecasting and consumption baselines and the impact on strategies, system reliability and profitability. And it's about cooperative and non-cooperative load scheduling, including bulk models, mechanism for optimized distributed systems without a central controller. So these are in headlines what's included in our joint effort. As I said, we appreciate to meet also physically, so we come together in conferences, workshops, and site visits. This is from before the coronavirus, and hopefully we in a short time will come back to it in some way or another. This is from a renewable energy conference in Lhasa in Tibet, the great autonomous region of China, where we met in November 2019. So we had one day presentation, discussions, etc. There was also exhibition of technologies outside the conference hall. And we also, in that occasion, the next day went on a technical visit here, 3 hours drive from Lhasa, up in the mountains, close to Himalaya. And you can see us in front of a solar heating plant, the highest in the world. And the technology was delivered by a Danish-Chinese technology company. Arkon Sunmark was it called. So here I'm together with my with the Danish delegation in front of the solar plant and with the mountains back. This was an adventure. But we also meet in hybrid events. This was celebrating the 10-year anniversary of SDC last year in December, where people met in the building physically with the Danish ambassador, with high-ranking people from UCAS and from and a lot of students and participants. And then we participated online from Denmark, giving speeches, attending, discussing, having a great day. We launched the SDC International Report 2020, collaborating for energy transition. And I know that some of you have contributed to this report, writing chapters of how to accelerate energy innovation. So here I have just wanted to illustrate that when we come together in such a partnership, we are very productive, and we put emphasis in doing what scientists have always done, namely providing knowledge to the society, to our peers, and you can see that publication actually have increased over the years, and the yellow is the energy-related publications, but in general it has increased very much. I of course also hope that the Energy Informatics.Academy events over the next days will contribute to this output. But first and foremost, I think it's very important that you use this opportunity for your career development, for your PhD, so that your work, your research will contribute to the common knowledge pool within energy informatics. And then we can use it to demonstrate that international collaboration is strong and that we all contribute to these grand challenges. And with these words, I want to wish you a fruitful workshop on behalf of my counterpartner, Guangqiao Shen, and have a very, very nice day. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.